Hey guys, today we're in the studio with Eddie and we're talking about how to fit Jesus into an athlete's schedule. Now, Eddie, you got 3 words for us. So help us to think through this topic so guys can talk about it with a mentor or in their huddle.
So the first word I have got for everyone is compartmentalizing. I think right off the bat, I think the title's a little misleading. How do you fit Jesus into a busy schedule? You know, you don't actually fit Jesus in anywhere. He bleeds into everything. And that's the most important thing to remember, is that Jesus actually is everything. And when I say compartmentalizing, most people, they'll take Jesus and make him another thing on their schedule. So you've got practice, you've got homework, you've got maybe going out with your friends, and then you've got kind of my Jesus time, maybe Sunday morning or
go
Wednesday
to
night,
church.
huddles,
Go to huddle,
church, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But Jesus actually fits into everything. So the first thing to remember is that Jesus actually bleeds into every area of our life. We don't compartmentalize Jesus. Jesus cares about your sports while you're practicing. He cares about your homework while you're doing homework. He cares about your relationships while you're with your friends. He is omnipresent in every part of all your relationships. So that's why compartmentalizing is my first word.
Okay, so that's good. So I know your second word then maybe expands on that because you're talking about priority.
Right. Yeah, and priority is a huge thing. I think sometimes with school and with homework and with practice, we get so busy. We're so overwhelmed. We're practicing till 6, and then we've got a test the next day, so we're doing homework or essays or whatever it is, and Jesus kind of falls by the wayside. But one of the key things I remembered, what I learned in college, is that you make time for what you want to do, and that's important for us to remember. So if we love Jesus, if we want to engage Jesus on that level, we want to be a part of what Jesus is doing in our communities and in our own lives, we've got to make him a priority. So maybe you've got homework, maybe you've got school, maybe you've got practice, maybe you've got games. Where does Jesus fit in on your priority list? Because he's at the bottom, he's always going to fall off the table. So
well, and I think for athletes it's especially hard because athletes are, especially these days, are so busy. You do have so much on your plate as an athlete. So I'm sure a lot of guys are watching, guys and women as well are watching this thinking, yeah, I need to know Eddie's answer to this because I do struggle with this. And so maybe it is a prioritization issue for them.
Yeah, and that actually leads to my third word, which is community. If you're lacking a group of people around you to hold you accountable, to keep you on track with Jesus, then you're probably going to fall off the table. If you're living a life of isolation in athletics and sports and not really having that community around you, you're not going to have people speaking in your life. You're not going to have accountability for the way you're behaving. You're not going to have encouragement when you need encouragement. So community is going to be huge, and whether that's with FCA in a huddle, or whether that's in church with a community group or with a pastor, you're going to have those relationships around you to keep you solid in Christ.
Yeah.
And those are going to bleed in the other two, right? Keep you from compartmentalizing and to keep you prioritizing Jesus up above some other things.
Yeah, that's really good. So athletes, go ahead and use the questions below. Talk about this with your mentor or with your huddle, and we'll see you in the next video.